Wait for that music to go. Welcome to another episode with Bufflunch. We're in the city centre of Birmingham at Seoul Kitchen to try some Korean barbecue. As you walk in, it's got a great atmosphere. It's got a very industrial feel. There's OSB boards on the walls. There's exposed pipes with some nice neon lighting dotted around, some trees, some interesting art that they've hand drawn on the chalkboards that are dotted around. And everywhere you sit, there's a little barbecue in the middle of the table for you to cook your own meat. And it's just very exciting watching everyone cook their own food. First thing we've got is the kalbi, which is a beef short rib. We've got the king prawns, the octopus, the ox tongue. We've also got some beef noodles, king prawn ramen, and they also give you some leaves that you wrap the meat in with the garlic that you cook along with the meat. And also some shredded spring onion that they told me you gotta put in every bite. That's how you compile the perfect Korean barbecue bite. The first two things I'm gonna try before they get cold is the king prawn ramen and the beef noodles. So I'm just gonna taste the broth first. I know I keep doing some reactions that some of you may not understand, but I don't know how to articulate some of the flavors that I sense. That broth is so earthy, so many flavors in there, but it's so simple in its essence, and it just feels perfect in your mouth. So I'm gonna try a bit with the king prawn, some of those noodles, and listen, I know I'm using these utensils, I'm not using the chopsticks, but I'm terrible with them, and I don't wanna keep messing up, so I'm gonna stick to my comfort zone. This is gonna get messy, so bear with me. Hold up. Oh, man. This is such a complex and simple dish. I can't explain it. The flavors feel so natural. That tofu has soaked some of that juice up. The noodles are perfectly cooked. The al dente is still chewy. The broth, earthy. Those spring onions add some freshness. And that king prawn, that battered king prawn, still holding some of that crunch. Juicy, cooked right, and it just all works so well together. And it actually comes with this radish. But you know what? Before I try a piece, I'm gonna put a bit of the noodles in my mouth and just chase it with some of that radish. That zing from the radish just cuts through that broth, resets your palate, and it just works so well together. Now I'm gonna try the beef noodles. As you can see, it's got the thick beef noodles, the veg, the onions, the peppers, there's some courgettes. I think they're courgettes. I'm excited. I'm trying to give a description where you don't think I'm just putting it on. Floyd Mayweather just hopped inside my mouth, jabbed my tongue in 3 different places that has not been jabbed before. The flavors that are in that, I can't even explain to you. I can't say it's sweet. There's a little hint of spice, the freshness, the noodles have a nice bite to them. The meat is so soft but crispy as well. The onions are a little bit crunchy and add a little bit of sweetness. There's mushrooms in it, there's peppers. Remember this? The match made in heaven? This is it. This is it. I don't know what to say. It's just a great dish. I'm just gonna take another bite just because I can't put it down. It's just perfect. It's a big bite, but do I care? No. I genuinely wish you guys could taste this with me, because then you would understand why my face is getting scrunched up. The sensation, just great food. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting the meat on now. I'm gonna probably put the kalbi first. Oh, hear that sizzle. I wanna put a few pieces of garlic on there. I'm also gonna put one of these king prawns. Next, I'll put some of that octopus on. I'll probably cook very quickly. And then I'm gonna put a piece of this ox tongue. I don't want to overcook the ox tongue, so I'm taking that one out. I'm gonna dip a little bit in the sesame oil. Whoa, whoa. That ox tongue with that sesame, and cooking your own food is such a fun way to eat. I feel like a little mini chef at the table, and you can just literally pick how you want your meat done. So if you like it more well done, if you like it more on the rare side, it's completely up to you how you have it. Normally you'd wrap it up in one of those leaves, but I wanted to taste the meat by itself first, just to get a sense of what the next bites are gonna taste like. So next I'm gonna take the kalbi off. And you know what? There's this amazing tool that I need to introduce in other cuisines, and it's this scissors. And you can just basically chop your meat with it and just make it more manageable. So with the kalbi, I'm actually gonna dip it in some of that chili sauce. Tender, spicy, the marinade. Oh, it's perfect. There's some layer of fat on there, and it renders out so nicely on that barbecue. And you know what? I'm about to pick it up with my hand and just gnaw around the bone. Oh, you guys need to try that short rib. If you like meat, you're gonna like that short rib. Okay, so that octopus is calling my name. It's saying, please get me off the grill. So I'm taking off the king prawn and I'm taking off the octopus. I'm gonna turn down the barbecue so it doesn't get too hot. You gotta literally manage everything. So I'm gonna take some of this garlic off as well. This one's already marinated, so I'm not even gonna dip it. I'm just gonna taste it with this marination already on there. Oh, if you like octopus, that is one of the best versions of octopus I've had. That marinade that they put on there is spicy, very flavorful, and just goes so well with that octopus. It's fresh, and I just love the whole sensation and the experience that so far I've had here. And now the same thing for the king prawn. I'm actually gonna dip this one in some of that chili sauce. Look at the juices just flowing out of that. It's unreal. It's bad because I want to stay as professional as possible on camera, and it's so frustrating because that prawn is hang. It's so nice. It's nice. It's juicy. Any one of these prawns, if you don't suck out the tamale, you're doing it wrong. Fresh, meaty, great flavor. Oh, you can't get better than that. King prawn served in that way where you just cooked it yourself. I feel like a chef. I've compiled my own little bite, and now it's time to do it with the wrapping of the leaf. So, again, going back for some more, I'm gonna increase the temperature. Put another piece of this on there. Put some octopus. Put a king prawn. And I'm gonna put a little dollop of ox tongue. And again, it's good because you're controlling how you like your food to be. If you're the type of person that likes your meat really well done, you control it, you do it. And if someone else was here sat, they can just pick how they want theirs done. So you're not really confined to how the restaurant likes to do it for you, because a lot of people just like it done in different ways. I'm probably gonna go for the ox tongue first. Put some garlic on there. Put in some of these spring onions. And I'm gonna put that ox tongue, and instead of dipping, I'm just gonna pour some of that chili sauce on there. I'd even add some of that sesame, just because it definitely adds a great flavor to the bite. And I'm gonna wrap it like the lady suggested. Just look at that. Oh, that flavor's elevated so much with the addition of that spicy sauce and the sesame. Fresh, meaty, marinated, perfection. You have to try this. It's unreal. Need to cook some lettuce by accident. Don't want to cook the lettuce. Now the same thing, but with some of this red lettuce or purple. Yeah, purple. Let's go with purple. So now I'm gonna do the kalbi. Because it's so soft, look, I don't even have to cut it. I can just pull it and it just comes right off. Gonna put some of that garlic. Gotta have the garlic. The garlic's great. So I'm topping up the barbecue with some more garlic. Gonna add some of the shredded spring onion with that amazing sauce on it. You know what, this time I'm just gonna go for the sesame, just because there's already chili on that marinated kalbi. Look at that. I'm gonna try and do just a one bite because I feel like biting it doesn't work for me.
Jesus Christ.
Don't do that. Take a bite. Don't be silly. There's people in the back are laughing at me. Give me some time so I can talk. Even though it took a long time for me to chew that, camera almost falling asleep. The flavor, that purple lettuce tastes different. It's a little bit more bitter in a nice way. And again, with that shredded spring onion, with the sesame, just works, it just works. I love that short rib, man. Gonna take the garlic off. Okay, next thing with the prawn, look at the juices just flowing out of that. So I'm probably gonna use the lettuce as a tool, as a utensil. Put some garlic on there. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I just love the lettuce, the spring onion and the garlic in there. Nearly forgot. Please suck the head. Please suck the head. Mayweather. Punch me. Flavors is just great. Now finally for the octopus. Again, I'm gonna put the octopus. Gonna go for a healthy portion of garlic. Let's not forget the spring onions. And this one, definitely gonna add some chili sauce. Definitely gonna add some sesame oil. And just look at the perfection. Doing a video is so difficult at times because sometimes you just want to sit there and enjoy the bite. But I'm also so excited to relay everything that I'm experiencing at the exact moment that I'm experiencing it straight away to you guys. So it's a fine balance of me trying to chew and talk and finding the right timing. So bear with me. But let me tell you, every single meat that we tried by itself was phenomenal. But when you pair it with that lettuce leaf, the spring onions, the sesame oil, the chili sauce, everything is just elevated. And even though you're tasting them individually, they work so well together. And it's such great flavors and everything feels different. Even though the base of it is pretty much the same, every single meat that I had that bite with just felt new, refreshing. My palate was cleansed with a new taste. And it's almost like a tapas or a meze because you have so many different options that you can create. You got so many variations of the same dish that you can make. You can mix some meats, you can change the leaf that you're using. You might not want to put some sesame oil on one of the bites. And I'm sure there's even more options and more varieties available. But even with the limited selection that we got, it's just a great experience. And you guys have to come and try it for yourselves because sitting around a barbecue with your friends, with your family, or even if you're by yourself, and even just the experience of cooking it yourself, getting the meat to how you like it, just such a great experience. And it really makes you focus on the food that you're eating, and it makes you into a little head chef. And the bites that you're creating, maybe you guys won't be as good as me, because I'm just making some phenomenal flavors, but trust me, it's worth the experience. You need to come try it. Let me know how you guys get on at Seoul Kitchen, if you burn the hot plate like me so they've had to replace it, but it's been fantastic.
Is it pronounced Seoul or is it Seoul?
Seoul.
It's because it's
Seoul. That's it for another episode with Bufflunch. I've still got Floyd Mayweather in my mouth. I can't even say pause on that. Oh, I can still taste the great barbecue that we had today. Please come and try it for yourself because there were such unique flavors, such good combinations, and the experience of cooking it for yourself, fantastic experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the video. Let us know if there's another restaurant you'd like for us to visit, and we'll get there too, and we'll see you next time.